stop hot flashes. I'm going to share with you exactly what to do, and I want you to do it in this order. Hot flashes affect 85% of women in the pause. So that's menopause, perimenopause, and beyond. And they can be absolutely disruptive, embarrassing, debilitating. And if you've never had one, they can come in and just take over and leave you uncomfortable, clammy, hot, unable to sleep, just completely bothered. So there are things that you must do, can do, and we're going to get into that today. I am a Robin nutritionist, and I help women over 40 use food and nutrition to build their body and also mitigate symptoms and concerns related to hormonal changes. So, of course, the first things that I'm going to tell you are about food and lifestyle, and then we're going to go beyond that. All right, so let's get into it. Be sure to take notes. Also, like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends. All right, from a nutrition side, nutrition is so powerful, and what you eat or not really does affect your hormones. So I'm going to give you a list also of foods that support your estrogen. The reason why we have these body temperature disruption or hot flashes is because our estrogen has declined. And all of us are going to experience a decline in estrogen. And as I said before, 85% of women experience hot flashes. And if you are a Black or brown woman, they tend to be worse for us. And no bueno. All right. So here are a list of foods to avoid. And then I'm going to tell you a list of foods that you must have in your diet. And then we're going to move in a little further. All right. So foods to avoid. So if you're having hot flashes and you partake in these foods, my suggestion is you pull back and see if your hot flash experience reduces and becomes less severe. So these are the common ones. Caffeine. Caffeine is a stimulant, and for some, it stimulates those hot flashes. So if you are a coffee drinker, you want to move to decaf, there is a phenomenal coffee substitute called Ticino that I love and I recommend. So caffeine. The next is sugar. Like for whatever reason, and this is not for everyone. Some women can continue their caffeine and they're fine. But I want you to go through the list and move these items out of your diet so that you can see, oh, did this help me? So sugar, alcohol. Yeah, alcohol. Spicy foods. So jalapenos, peppers, try to remove those from your diet. So those are the foods. And sometimes for some, chocolate can do it. So spicy foods, caffeine, chocolate for some, and sugar is definitely a disruptor. If you smoke, that also can help to bring them on. If you are overweight, and then unfortunately, and this is so many of us, when we have stress. So the more stressed, non-calm that we are, we can invite and bring on these flashes. So do what I say it's simple, but maybe it's not simple for you to remove sugar from your diet or coffee or caffeine. But try that first and see what happens. And let me know. Now, here are a list of foods, ladies, that help support our estrogen. So it helps to balance it, even high or low. These are must-have foods. And as I go through this list, I want you to consider putting as many of these foods into your diet as possible. All right? So in no particular order, flaxseed, ground flaxseed, kept in the refrigerator. I put them in smoothies, salads, oatmeal. Flax seeds are wonderful. They're phytoestrogen and they help support our estrogen. Flaxseed. Do you use flaxseed? Tell me. So it's flaxseed, leafy greens. So that's your arugula, your chard. Put some spinach in there. You want to get as many leafy greens into your diet on a daily because it matters. Cruciferous vegetables. So that would be your broccoli, your cauliflower, your Brussels sprouts. Add as many of these foods into your diet as possible. You also want, if you can, soybeans. So not non-GMO, the best quality if you're doing edamame, even if you're doing some tofu. And I actually use a protein powder that is high quality soy-based for this phase in my life. I'm going to take a little note just so that I want to be able to share the links of what I mentioned or for the protein with the soy if you want to look into that. But that really does help. Blueberries, cranberries, strawberries, lentils, and avocados. Now, that is not an exhaustive list of every single food that supports your estrogen, but I wanted to give you a place to start. Avocados are phenomenal. If you're wondering how much, so if it's small avocado, eat the whole thing. If it's big, half. But go back, listen to the list, and add those foods into your diet on a daily. In the morning, I have a very powerful smoothie that has the soy in there, the blueberries, the flaxseed, all of the good stuff to start the day off. We have to be intentional in what we put into our bodies more so than ever. When you were in your 20s or 30s or even earlier in your 40s, our bodies were more forgiving, but now we got to eat with intention. So the foods to remove, the foods to put in, I'm going to talk about supplements, and then we're going to talk about pharmaceutical interventions. Because I got to give you the whole picture, right? Let me tell you the top 3 that you want to have in your life. You want to have vitamin D, D3 with K2. The K helps the vitamin D to move calcium into your bones away from other organs. You want to take D3, K2 unless you're taking a blood thinner. But that is a must-have supplement for us, D3, K2, number 1. Number 2 is magnesium. All of this I'm going to put in the down bar or the description so that you can check out the links, if you will. Magnesium. So I use either glycinate or citrate. And magnesium is powerful to help with these symptoms. And it also helps to make the vitamin D more effective. It all works together. And the third supplement must have for us are omegas. So you've heard of omega-3s, you've heard of fish oil. I did a whole video on should you do fish oil or not in the different types. I use a plant-based omega, super powerful. It bypasses the fish. Even though I'm not vegan, I still eat fish, but there's some limitations. So I use a plant-based and I swear by it. And it's just super powerful. And it's plant-based. So it gets the omega from the algae. So if you are a woman over 40 or in the pause phase, the supplements, they must have. There are others. And I'm not going to get into that. There are others. But your D3K2, magnesium, and your omegas, those are the must-haves for us in this space. And you have questions. Should I take black cohosh? Should I take red clover? Red clover tea is actually really good. I use that as well. I almost forgot about red clover tea, but I drink that and that helps. It helps more when you have a cycle to help with clotting and some other things. But specifically, we're talking about the hot flashes. I want you to make sure that you have the foods or what I mentioned to avoid. Make sure that you put in the foods that I mentioned to put in your diet. Include those supplements. Drink plenty of water and see what happens. See how your body responds. For so many, that helps so much. And then there are others, because we're all different. That say, yeah, that helped, but I still have. right? So then what can you do? Hormone replacement therapy, so getting estrogen into our bodies, does it. There's so much controversy about it, and maybe you are for it, you're against it. This is not that video, but when you replace the estrogen that is missing, it's going to take away the hot flashes. And that is the way to do it if you want to go that route. And again, there are so many bioidentical hormones. There's so many different ways to accomplish that are safe and effective. That is where you need a integrative OBGYN. Integrative means that they know about holistic medicine and they know about traditional medicine, and they can look at you holistically and help you determine what you need, be it lifestyle, be it pharmaceuticals. But hormone replacement therapy will get those hot flashes gone. Mm-hmm. And that's a big subject. There are pharmaceuticals now. There's a new one called Veoza that is non-hormonal, that they're out saying that it will help reduce the hot flashes. Now, what you have to do is weigh the side effects. And some of the side effects of this particular pharmaceutical is hot flashes. I don't understand that, but that's one of the side effects amongst other things. So you have to decide what you're willing to do, how severe. Start with the food part first. Start there first, and then move into the next phase. And if you are open to willing to look at hormone replacement therapy, then look at that. Again, there's so many different options. If you stay close to me, I will support you in helping you with the resources that will help you figure it all out, because we're all different, right? And then again, there's these new pharmaceuticals that have come about that you can investigate and see. But really, with hormone replacement therapy, from my experience over all these years, that's the one that gets our hot flashes gone and a lot of times gives us our life back. And am I an advocate of it for you? I don't know. You have to figure out what is best for you, but done in a safe way with an expert, compounded in some cases specifically for you, it's worth an investigation into that if you want these hot flashes gone. So do the food part, look into hormone replacement therapy. What I do, and I would love to support you, if you want to go deeper into all of that, connect with me. The first thing that I do, so I'm a nutritionist and I have a community. The very first thing that I do with you is to schedule our personalized nutrition and meal planning workshop so that we can look through the foods that you're eating and your goals and tailor that up so that it is a roadmap for you. So that's the step number one when you come into the ecosystem. And then I will point you into the proper direction, if applicable, to help you find the next step, be it an integrative OBGYN, like what you need for who you are and what you want to accomplish when you are a part of the necessary nutrition community. So I'd love to connect with you. I'm going to put the information, all the information in the down bar, and you can investigate and see if you want to go a little further and schedule your personalized workshop with me and then go into the next phases. Stay close to this channel because I will roll out videos that are needed for us in this phase of life. So I'm going to ask you, if this video resonated with you, give it a like or a thumbs up, comment, ask me questions. I'll be sure to answer them, and subscribe. I'm here a couple of times a week delivering content that is important to us. And if you ask me questions, there are often times that I will make a video response, because 9 times out of 10, the question you have are also the questions that other ladies have as well. Do the recommendations so that we can get these hot flashes gone and move into thriving in this phase of life. All righty. I want to, again, thank you for being here. Like, subscribe, share this video. This is Robin Nutritionist from Necessary Nutrition. Eat well, think well, and be well. And down below are the details for the information that I mentioned here. All right, signing off. Take care. Peace.